how will the examiner present the question to you? How is it going to present to you? And what do you do? All right. 3 people shared an amount of money, right? 3 people shared an amount of money, which is what? 300,000 in the ratio 1 to 2 to 3. Find the highest amount received. Simple. You identify the proportion equation you must write. You are free. You have answered it. If more or less device. That's all. Now, he gave it to you in what? Ratio. So the first thing to find out is what is the total ratio. So total ratio is equal to what? 1 plus 2 plus 3. Producing what? 6 over 6. So that's total ratio. Then you identify what amount has been given to you in the question. It said 3 people shared an amount of money, 300,000. So that is the total. It's English. It didn't say it belongs to first person, second person, or third person. It said they shared an amount of money. The moment you hear English of that nature, that means that is the overall. That is the total. Have you gotten the picture? Thank you. So simple. So what does it mean? The ratio of the total is equal to quantity or amount of the total. So what do I mean? Total ratio must be equal to total quantity. Ratio of first person must be equal to amount of first person. Second person ratio equals second person total. I hope you get it. Is it not making sense? Your name or your date of birth is equal to your age. That is what I'm talking about. The moment you know your date of birth, we can tell your age. So the moment they give you the question, identify where that quantity or that amount belongs to. You have answered the question. Link it to or equate it to its proportion. So it's not limited to proportion. They can use percentage, they can use fraction, they can use decimal, right? So identify that amount. So from the English, the statement made here, 3 people shared an amount of money, 300,000. That is telling me this is the total. Therefore, this is the proportion equation I write. If 6 out of 6, which is the total in this case, is equal to 300,000. 300,000. Don't bring the coins. You see 0.00. Unless there's a number there. If you see maybe 0.05, 0.31, whatever, that one is involved in the calculation. But this is just coins, so there's no need for you to bring it. Else, if you're not careful, it will affect your answer. If you're not careful and don't bring the decimal point, right, it is a different figure altogether. That is 30 million. You know that. All right. So if 6 out of 6, which is total ratio, is equal to 300,000, which is also total, so total must be equal to total. Simple. Then, what is he asking for? Find the highest amount. Who will get the highest amount received? Is the third person. His ratio is higher, isn't it? So what will be his ratio? 3 out of 6 will be equal to what? Now, 6 out of 6 is this. They have the same denominators, so you check the numerator to tell. 6 will give me 300,000. 3, am I expecting more or less? This is direct proportion, so I'm expecting less. If less, more device times 300,000. That's all. If less, more device. These are fractions. It's not different from the whole numbers we use. If one person is dead, 2 persons will what? 2. If less, more device. It's the same thing. It's not the same thing I've done. Just that these are in fraction. So they can give you in decimal, they can give you in percentage. It's the same approach. It has not changed because they're fractions. I'm comparing fraction with fraction. If less, more device. And if you're working paper 2, you just write what? 3 over 6. You know that it changes one to what? Multiplication. 6 over what? 6 times the 300,000. You do working, so go. But if you are permitted to use calculator as we know, just type it and get your answer. If I want to do cancellation, I think 6 will cancel 6. 3 will cancel what? This, I get 2. 2 will go here, 150. So the answer is 150,000. But let's do with a calculator. 3 fraction key over 6. Make sure you put your cursor at the center times 6 over 6. will produce 1. So I can choose not to type it. So times 300,000. 1, 2, 3. The answer is 150,000. Do you see it? So that's option B is the correct answer. Super. Interesting. Express 30 meters, 4 kilometers in 4 centimeters in kilometers. It's also a conversion and it's proportion. So you are expressing them is converting this one to kilometer, this to kilometer. The answer you get, add them. Right? What's the conversion rate between meter and kilometer? Meter, kilometer is 1,000. So if 1,000 meters give me 1 kilometer, then 13 meters will give me meter over meter. You know that. Are you expecting more or less? It's less. So if less, more device times 1 kilometer. What is the answer? 13 divided by 1,000 will give me, so I had what? 0.013 kilometers. That's my answer. All right. The next one is centimeter to what? Kilometer. So now, from centimeter to kilometer, what's the conversion rate? If you know this tradition, 10 millimeters, which is on your ruler, equals 1 centimeter. Are you aware of that? It's on your ruler. Check. There are 10 pillars, 10 small poles. Will give 1 centimeter on your ruler. Look for it. Then 100 centimeters will give you what? 1 meter. Are you aware of that? A meter is just you stretch your arms like this, punch the other shoulder. It's a rough idea, depending on your height anyway. But an average man like me, you stretch one arm and punch the other side, right? Your shoulder. That is an average measurement of a meter. Get a picture? So 100 centimeters will give you that. So 3 long rules plus I think 30 plus 10 centimeters. 3 long rules plus 10 centimeters will give you a what? A meter. Take note of that. Because a long rule is what? 15. So is it 15? 30. So 30 plus 30 is what? 60 plus 30, 90 plus 10. So that's what I'm talking about. Now we know that 1,000 meters will give me 1 kilometer. Oh, we are aware of that. Now, so these are the traditional conversions we know by heart. So if they jump and it's not one of the traditions, look at centimeter. Centimeter is what here. Centimeter to meter is what? 100. Then meter to kilometer is what? 1,000. So you multiply the conversions. So it means 100 times 1,000. That's it. Start from here. So where it start from? Multiply all the conversions. You get it? Which will give us what? 100,000. So therefore, if 100,000 centimeters equals 1 kilometer, then 4 centimeters will give me what? We are comparing centimeter and what? Centimeter. So what do you get? I was expecting more or less. Less. So if less centimeter, more centimeter. This 100,000. Take 5 zeros. Times what? Times the 1 kilometer. What is the answer? 4 divided by 5 zeros. 4 divided by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get what? 0.0000. That's 4 zeros. 4 kilometers. So I add this answer to that answer. That is the final answer. So the answer plus answer plus let me type it again and get it. So 0.1234 plus 0. What did you get for that? 0.013. Remember that. So 00. The answer is what? 0.00134. 0.001.